Okay, so I just had a big revelation, and I want to share it with you all. I think that this season of The Flash is a flashpoint within a flashpoint. Ta-da! I'm given so much more information about who he is and why he showed up that he told Barry numerous times, I am the future Flash. This is all because of you. We are meant to be enemies. I think it's future Barry. I really do. I really think it's future Barry. Although there's like different questions that I have in my mind and I'm trying to make sense of it. But the fight scenes of like, you know, whatever it's just from this true hatred of Barry. So I'm really thinking it's Barry hating himself. So it's just what I think. The thing that I don't understand is that why would that future Barry want to kill Iris? Why would he do that? Not unless Iris is gonna die in the future anyways. But I'm thinking that someone, another speedster, maybe someone we don't even know about. It could be Jake Garrett. It could be Jesse Quick. I'm thinking someone became so fast enough that they were able to go into the Speed Force and save Wally at the nick of time, and that he's able to go and save his sister at the last minute. And Savitar said, you know, you thought Zoom was your worst enemy, you thought Reverse Flash was your enemy. No, I'm your worst enemy. Who else would be your worst enemy but yourself? We are our own worst critic. We are the only ones who will be able to like truly mess up our mind. We control our mind, we control our thoughts, we control our actions. So that's what I'm thinking, is that I think it's future Barry. So I'm wondering, and I've seen this in, I don't know what TV show I saw way back when I was a kid, but there was this TV show, it was a sci-fi where the guy, he takes out the mask of his enemy and it's him. It's his face. And then he ends up, and then all these other followers, they end up taking their mask and it's his face. It's like his clone. So I'm wondering, you know, when he wanted to take off, when Barry was like, who are you under this? And he wanted to take off the helmet. I'm thinking it's Barry. I'm thinking we're going to see an older version of Barry. But it's Barry's demon, his inner demon. I don't know. And if any... Oh, now I'm thinking, here's another thought. What if Savitar has been playing with Barry's mind this whole time? Because if this is Barry in the future, well then Barry's at a point right now where he can make everything all right by coming to peace with himself and to truly make better decisions. So how does this then become conquered? And what does he have to do? Been giving it so much thought about all my different predictions, and so my final conclusion after you've listened to this is that this is truly a flashpoint within a flashpoint. So I'm going back to that thought of Barry, future Barry. Somehow he screwed up again in the infinite crisis, and somehow he has a mental breakdown, and he again wants to think like, how can I change all this? I think he remembers his younger self doing this the first time, trying to change the first significant series of his life. So I'm thinking this is what he did. Now, isn't there a way that a speedster can convince himself to create like a split? What do they call it? Like a time remnant? I'm thinking Barry created a time remnant. I don't know how they do that as far as speedster power. That he disguised himself as Savitar, being his big bad, to like truly scare the bejesus out of Barry, to get him to do things that would change then the outlook of whatever would happen. Because I remember Savitar saying that when Barry went into the first Flashpoint, that gave him the idea to turn Wally into a speedster. So now I'm thinking that he went back again in this disguise, gave himself an ultimate battle as far as just beating himself up, because Barry beats himself up, right? Emotionally, mentally, that he went back in time and physically beat himself up to create this fear to do all these changes again.
Yeah, I know. Fear makes us do a lot of things that we shouldn't. But fear's the reason for all of this.
So I think that's truly what happens. It still doesn't understand about killing Iris, and maybe we don't know the full picture. Maybe Iris doesn't die. Maybe he stabs her, but then he comes back and then just wanted to just change thing. I don't know, but I still gotta figure that piece out. But I'm truly now thinking that it's a flashpoint within a flashpoint, because these writers are always giving us twist after twist after twist. So that's my thought. Tell me what you think.